Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What's going down, gamblers around the world? It's the coach here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Marley Bets. Marley, what's going down with you?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Shit, cooling. Great start to the tournament thus far. Our video plays from the other day. I did pretty good. Did good this morning. What's up, SBO? Yeah, we already got one popped. Iowa goes down. Looks like Gonzaga's in for a fight right now too.
They're up by 6 right now, so they are definitely putting on a show. Putting not a show, but putting on it's a competitive show, if everybody's into those type of deals right now. In case you guys didn't see it, so Tuesday playing games, I went 3-0. Marley went 2-0. For yesterday's game, Marley went 1-1, and I went 0-1. But for this morning, so far, I'm 2-0 with the Providence covering the spread. And who's the other game? Who's the Michigan covering the spread? While Marley's sitting at 3-0, he took Colorado State first half. Who were your other plays?
Colorado State first half money line, Providence money line, and North Carolina minus the 3.5.
So right now you are sitting at a great 6-1 for your college tournament bracket.
Oh, with Notre Dame lock of the day, did hit that.
Yeah, you did hit. So we are 2-0 on our locks so far in these games. Man, if it looks like I'm tired, because I am, man, because I've been up early this morning watching these games, breaking down a lot of stuff. So so that we can get it.
Dog, he tired.
Yeah.
Oh, went to work.
Been ripping and running. You ready to get it? Well, we ain't got that much time to waste, man. Let's kind of jump right into it. We got about 40 minutes to our next game of the day. Yesterday we did our little barbecue thing, little tradition that we just kind of jumped off, spared a moment. I told Marley, I said, look, man, I'd rather miss a show, unfortunately, than miss the experience, which it wasn't all like that, but we got to come together one more time. Smoked out Mikey's Hover's house, the Reaper's house, before he moved at the end of the month. So I came home, went straight to bed and what I had on, and just slept on top of my bed. So
my wife been gone for 4 days. I came home and dropped 50.
Yeah. Well, we got our first game going down at 6:50 Eastern Standard Time between New Mexico State Aggies sitting at 26-6 on the year, 17-12 against the spread, while the Kentucky Huskies are 29-9 on the year, 13-18-1 against the spread. This line actually opened up in favor of UConn minus 7.5, so that line right now is at 6.5. And the total opened up at 133.5. Right now, that line's at 131. Injury reports right now, New Mexico, Avery, he's been out and definitely with a concussion. And Hawkins, he is questionable for today's game with the concussion as well. Last time we seen New Mexico State, they won their conference, beating Abilene Christian 66-52. And last time we seen UConn, they lost in the championship against Villanova 63-60. Get to these actual facts real quick. New Mexico State 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games. The unders hit 4 out of the last 6. They are 16-4 straight up in the last 20 games. 6-2 straight up in the last 8 games. 14-3 straight up in the last 17 games in the month of March. The over has hit 4 out of the last 6 games when played on a Thursday. And the unders also hit 8 out of the last 9 games when playing as an underdog. So let's get to these actual factuals for UConn. They are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games. The unders hit 4 out of the last 7, but they are 7-2 straight up in the last 9 games. The unders hit 7 out of the last 9 this season. 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games when playing against a Western Athletic Conference opponent. 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games on a Thursday. And 8-1 straight up when playing in the last 9 games as a favorite. So UConn Huskies, New Mexico State. This game's going down in about 35 minutes. Marley, what's your play on this one?
So, man, what are they in the WAC conference? I believe, New Mexico, and they haven't really fared too well. I don't keep a close eye on this conference. I'll be 100% honest with you guys, but UConn, a lot of their losses came early in the season when they was like banged up. Boys got fresh. Who is that?
That's Hoover.
So, back to what I was saying, but so a lot of UConn losses came early in the season when they weren't healthy. And if you look at their last, I believe, like 10 games or so, they're 7-3 over their last 10 games. They finished this, they went 13-6 in the Big East. RJ Cole for the Huskies, he's shooting at 41%. He's averaging 15-7 points per game. I'm all over. So what I did personally, my personal bet, I took UConn first half. I also liked them for the full game, but I felt first half was the better play because I think they're gonna come out high. I don't think they're gonna take New Mexico State likely. This team has been playing really good over their last 10 games. I believe they're 7-3 over their last 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 7-3 over their last 10, 2-0 in a neutral site, and 6-3 as the favorite. So I'm all over UConn here. I just did the first half though. It was -3.5 last I seen it.
Yeah, and it's still at -3.5, man. And I'm right there with you. That was my play. First looking at all these games the other night with our first live call-in guest.
That boy Cam. Was this Cam?
Yeah, Cam.
Yeah, he said UConn is a final. No, not a Final Four. He picked UConn to win it all, but I'm sure he's super biased because he said that's his squad.
Right. Well, I'm right there with you, man. I like UConn right here in this spot, -6.5. I like Coach Gurley to get his team amped up. New Mexico State does have a squad. I did see them ball early in the year, didn't really catch them towards the end of the year, but they do got a squad. They got a lot of transfers that came into the mix to get them up to this point. So, but it should be a good game. But I like UConn. I'm right there with you on the first half as well, my guy. So let's keep this train moving. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That is Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets, and we are starting off the madness pretty good. Marley's sitting at 6-1. I'm sitting at 5-1. We are both 1-0. We are both 1-0 on our lock bets so far in the tournament play. So, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. We are almost at 1,100 subscribers. Our goal was 1,000, little old 1,000, and we're past that now on our YouTube channel. So, hey, be sure to lock in, and let's keep this train moving. And we got our first play-in team taking action today. First four winner. We talking about the Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana Hoosiers 21-13 on the year. They are 20-14 against the spread, while the St. Mary, I don't know what the Gales, they are 25-7 on the year. 25-7 on the year, 18-11 against the 18-11-2 against the spread. Get to these injuries. Oh, this line opened up in favor of St. Mary -3.5. Right now, that line's at -2.5, and the total opened up. For all you total big gamblers like the Hova, it opened up at 26.5. Right now, that line's at 24.5 as a consensus. So, I just noticed we did not add any of the total plays. Can you add that for me? It's 131, 24.5 right now. Injury reports right now for Indy. Lander is questionable with a leg injury right now, and St. Mary's, they are good to go. Like we said, the last time we seen Wyoming, they were part of the first floor. They beat Wyoming in a good game first half, 66-58. While St. Mary's lost 82-69 in a revenge game for Gonzaga. To get to these actual factuals for Indy, they are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games. The unders hit 4 out of the last 6 games. They are 7-1 straight up, 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 games this season, 6-3 straight up in the last 9 games when playing against a West Coast Conference opponent. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games in the month of March. 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games played on a Thursday. And as an underdog, the unders hit 10 out of the last 15 games for Indy. St. Mary, they are 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games, 13-3 straight up in the last 16 games this season. 0-5 against the spread in the last 5 games in the month of March. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games in the month of, on a Thursday, and 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games when playing as a favorite. So, Indiana Hoosiers versus St. Mary's. Marley, do you have a play for this?
Yeah, it's not my most confident play on the slate today, but I did take St. Mary's on the money line. So my question to myself was: is this really a step up in competition? I don't know. St. Mary's conference isn't bad. You got San Francisco, you got Gonzaga, you got it's a team I'm leaving out in that conference that's pretty good too. But you still got, and Indiana wasn't. They played okay late, but they weren't. Jackson Davis is the guy.
I'm sorry, you got them on the money line?
Yes, I have them on the money line.
Okay. All right,
and so I was just looking at Indiana's last 10 games. I mean, they went 5-5. They're 2-3 as a dog, but they are 7-3 ATS. Hence why I went with the money line. And meanwhile, St. Mary's is 7-3 in their last 10, 6-1 as a favorite, but they are 4-5-1 ATS. That's why I say hence the money line. So I like St. Mary's here. Jackson Davis does scare me, but keep in mind they just played yesterday. Last night they were in the playing team, so I don't know.
No, they played 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, excuse me. Okay, so I thought it was yesterday, but that was part of my thought process too, as well. Like, do we got tired legs? But I'm sure that was Mikey Hova. St. Mary's can go, man. It's just we haven't really seen them play top D1 talent outside of Gonzaga and San Francisco. A lot of people don't even know about San Francisco. And if I'm not mistaken, they beat Gonzaga during the season, so they can't play. So right. That was my personal play. I took San Diego on the money line. Excuse me, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, okay. Well, my guy, looks like we are going head to head for the second time this March Madness season.
Maybe you can get some revenge.
Yeah, I can get some revenge. I'm going with Indiana right here, baby. I think I can see them going a little deep into this playoffs, into this madness. I like Indiana, man. I like the range that they provide. I like how they stretch the ball out. I'm riding with the Big Ten right here, even though they've been looking just a little. Because I
told you yesterday they're overrated.
But is it? But see, now I'm gonna come with you with money line. With one of money line's theories is: are they tired? Are those leg shots for playing in that competitive as Big Ten?
That's an answer we
tournament.
Is the Big 12 teams tired? Or the SEC teams?
We haven't seen too many Big 12 teams.
I'm just saying can say that about any team. My point was we can say that about any tough conference.
Right. Well, I'm riding.
Who is that? You see that comment?
But he said, "Loud Pack." I'm going with the white boy.
I'm riding too, Loud Pack. On ski, Loud Pack.
Hey, but shit, there's y'all acting like Indiana ain't got it.
No. Everything I just said had nothing to do with acting like Indiana was competitive. I didn't say nothing like that.
You didn't say it.
I took the money line because I'm scared of the 3. So no, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, I'm riding. Well, we going head to head on that one, man. I'm riding with the Indiana on that one. I'm going with my boy with the flat top.
He gonna take care of business. He be balling.
He gonna take care of business, man. So
Saturday for player of the year, I think. Y'all talk about the Arkansas game. We about to
not yet. We about to get that in, and after this next game, we about to get to that game, man. Because that game's on upset alert for a lot of people. But the game we are going to talk about is Creighton versus San Diego State. So this one got upset alert on it as well.
Is it an upset though? It's an 8-9.
I know. It ain't really an upset, but just based on where the plus money is right now. Hey,
I got you.
based where the plus money line is right now, it's looking like it. So, but let's jump right into it. Creighton Blue Jays 22-11 on the year, 17-14-2 against the spread. Gonzaga taking off. I took them second half.
That was a smart.
They are going against San Diego State Aztecs at 23-8 on the year, 17-14 against the spread. This game's going down at 7:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Dickies Arena. This line opened up in favor of the Blue Jays -2, but since then that line has flipped. It's in favor of San Diego State. The total opened up at 119.5. Right now that line's at 125. Injury reports right now. We know Nembhard, he has been out for Creighton for most of the season. Johnson, forward with an ankle injury, he is probable for today's game, but most likely he's going to play. Last time we seen Creighton, they lost to the Villanova in a tournament, in a Big East tournament, 54-48. Yeah, Zaga's taking off now. While San Diego State, they lost in the conference tournament, 53-52. Let's get to these actual factions real quick. For Creighton, they are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The unders hit 5 out of the last 6 games. They are 9-3 straight up in the last 12 games. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5 games when playing against a Mountain West Conference opponent. They are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games on a Thursday. And 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing as an underdog. Sunday actual factions, they are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 games, 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games, 11-2 straight up in the last 13 games this season, 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 games against a Big East Conference opponent, 8-2 against the straight up in the last 10 games in the month of March. The unders hit 13 out of the last 17 games when playing on a Thursday, and they are 6-3 against the spread when playing in the last 9 games as a favorite. So San Diego State taking on the Blue Jays. Marley, what's your play for this one?
Man, hey, look, I like Creighton. When I first looked at it, yeah, I'm here for it all, brothers. Yes, sir. When I first looked at it, I was kind of on San Diego State, honestly. But what's that? The Mountain West Conference haven't been looking too good.
San Diego State, yeah, Mountain West, yeah.
Haven't been looking too good. Colorado gone home. Boise State gone home. And those were the cream of the crop of the conference. And Creighton, man, as of late, they've come on. I think they're 7-3 in their last 10 games, 2-1 in a neutral site, 5-2 as a dog, 6-2-2 ATS. So I took the money line here for the full game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I need to go look at my bets. I might be on first half and full game with this one. It's going to be a defensive struggle. Creighton, they both have been doing it with defense over their last 10 games. Creighton's allowing opponents under 60 points. Oh, my God. I hate how that happens.
What you got going on, G?
Flipping on through my notes and shit. Flipping on different pages. Anyway, Creighton's been holding over their last 10 games. They've been holding their opponents to under 60 points a game while scoring 68 points a game. We already know San Diego State, they're a defensive team as well. So under could be a good look, but the total is very low. But for me personally, I got Creighton money line, full game. I'm pretty sure I got them first half. But official play, I'm going to just take the full game, Creighton to advance.
All right. Pretty much, you got Creighton? That's what you said?
Creighton money line.
Okay, well, we right there. We back here. I'm on Creighton as well. Coming out of the competitive Big East this year. Money line. They have been playing some great ball in the last month and a half. They beat some of the top dogs in their conference leading up to this tournament, and fell short of in that conference tournament to the champs. But I'm right there with you. I seen San Diego State play. They do play good defense. I give them that much. But I think this Creighton team just got too many offensive weapons, and I don't think San Diego State will be able to keep up with their scoring. So I'm right there with you on that one, my G. Let's see. Loud Peck said, I got UConn, Arkansas, and the Magic.
I see you in UConn. We haven't broke down the Arkansas game yet, and I'm staying away from that Magic and Detroit game.
Well, we about to get ready to break down that game right now, and that is our next game. But hey, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, follow. I am the coach. This is Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets. Definitely trying to get our subscribers up for the people, so we can continue making this money, so we can all eat. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's jump right into our next game. And I think that line is also kind of moved. Right now, we're talking about the Vermont Catamounts taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. Vermont, they are 28-5 on the year, 19-12-1 against the spread, while the Razorbacks are 25-8 on the year, 20-12-1 against the spread. This game's going down at 9:20 Eastern Standard Time in the KeyBank Center. Right now, this line opened up in 5.5 in favor of the Razorbacks. And as a consensus, I do got to fix this because it has dropped since we've been on the air. It's right now as a consensus sitting at 4.5 for everyone to jump on. So people are starting to think, hey, man, this Vermont team got a chance. That's what it was brought to our attention, and ever since it was brought to our attention, I've kind of been looking at it. The total opened up with 139.5. Right now, that line's at 139. Let's get to these injury reports for Vermont and Arkansas. They don't have any injury reports. Last time we seen Vermont, they beat UMBC 82-43 to win their conference. And the last time we seen Arkansas, they lost to Texas A&M, who was just streaking. They lost to them 82-64. Get to these actual factuals for Vermont. They are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 games. The unders hit 5 out of the last 6. They are 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games, 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games this season, but 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games when playing against the SEC conference opponent. 6-0. It'll be interesting to look and see if they played any SEC teams this year. 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 games played on a Thursday. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5 games when playing against an underdog. And they are 5, well, that one don't count because it's talking about on the road. Arkansas, 11-2-1 against the spread in the last 14 games. The overs hit 6 out of the last 6. They are 15-3 straight up in the last 18 games. The overs hit 5 out of the last 5 games this season. The total has gone over in 5 of the last 5 games in March. The Arkansas Razorbacks are 1-7-1 against the spread in the last 9 games played on a Thursday, and 13-1 straight up in the last 14 games when playing as a favorite. So the Razorbacks taking on Vermont. Marley, what's your play?
I'm with you. I've been hearing only Vermont because Vermont didn't play who Arkansas played. Yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing like you that Vermont has a chance, and this is Cinderella. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like you asked me yesterday who was the best conference. I couldn't tell you who was the number 1, but I named 3: Big 10, Big 12, and SEC. It's one of the 3 best conferences. This is one of probably the 5 best schools in the SEC. I don't see it, man. Like I got Arkansas. Every time I just looked at their schedule to check to see if they play the SEC team. Every time during the season that Vermont stepped up to play a big-time D1 school, they lost. Even lost to Cleveland State, which is in, that's one of the schools I follow in the Horizon Conference, I believe. They lost to them. So unless Arkansas comes out here and lays an egg, which, it's tournament time, Cinderella can't happen, I got the Razorbacks, dog. Give me that -5.
All right. I'm right there with you. I got the Razorbacks -5.5, and I'm banking on the Razorbacks to get hot from outside the arc with their
they
threes.
Can be streaky.
Because when they get hot, I'm talking about NBA jams hot. Everything's falling down. When they hitting them threes. So I'm right there with you for everything you said plus some. I like Arkansas minus the 4.5. I'm gonna be glued in on this one because I just want to see how interesting this Vermont team is. So, hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That is Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets, and let's get to our next game. And our last game, what we have broken down, but we do have the other games up. Let's see if you guys wanted to kind of talk about it and kind of see if you guys have any games you want to look into next week. And let me fix that total right now for this game. See if there has been any line movement. We apologize. Right now, I need Georgia State to come on and score a fucking point, man, because I got them my plus 24.5. Took them on the live bet. Is that North Carolina game over with?
Nah, it's like 2 minutes left, and they are beating the shit out of Marquette by 34. No, excuse me. Yeah, 30.
So we have gotten some line movement right now on the San Francisco game. So let me update that as well. And just a little bit of movement right now on the total. Let's see. Blow packs like San Francisco all day, 420 boys. Hey, let's get it, man. San Francisco Dons taking on the Murray State Racers. This game's going on at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Damn, come on, Georgia State. 24. The Dons are 24-9 on the year. 14-17 against the spread, while Murray State Racers are 30-2 on the year, 16-13-1 against the spread. This line opened up in favor of the Racers -1. Right now, that line's at -2. And the total opened up at 137. Right now, that line's at 137. There are some 137.5s in the mix as well. Right now, for San Francisco, downgraded to out is Masasaki. He is the forward. He is out for tonight's game. Last time we seen San Francisco, they lost 81-71 against Gonzaga. And the last time we seen Murray State, they won 71-67 against Moorhead, excuse me. Get to these actual facts. San Francisco, they are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The overseas 4 out of the last 6. They are 8-4 straight up in the last 12 games. 6-2 straight against the spread in the last 8 games. 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games in the month of March. The total has gone over 4 out of the last 5 games, but they are 1-10 straight up in the last 11 games when playing as an underdog. Let's get the Eagles. Let's go. All right, I got 24.5. It's 23. 38 seconds left. Hopefully a scrub from Gonzaga can miss. And he missed. And it's rebound. Hold the ball. He fucking shoots a 3. And we get the ball. Okay. Covered. Let's go, baby. Anywho, Murray State, they are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games. They under 7 out of the last 10. They are 10-0 straight up in the last 10 games, 20-0 straight up in the last 20 games, 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games against a West Coast Conference opponent. The overs hit 4 out of the last 6 games in the month of March. The unders also hit 13 out of the last 20, and they are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games when playing against a favorite. There we go. Free throws. Let's go. So, San Francisco Dons taking on the Racers of Murray State. Marley, what is your play for this one?
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
You're not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's not a good
game. We do hockey, man. That's typically Marley and our boy LJ's lane.
Hockey,
so
man.
once March Madness, March Madness is over with, then expect Marley to be going in on that hockey.
I fucks with hockey.
What's up, Oz B?
But anyway, look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all because I keep it 100. I took San Francisco right on the money line, but I think Murray State. I think Murray State is the better team, and they've been balling. I just don't know how this conference stacks up to each other. Murray State, man, they go by their defense. As long as they hold, as long as they My bad. Hold it. As long as they force 10 turnovers a game, they're 25-0, and they're 18-0 against OVC opponents this year, and that's a scary ass stat. 18-0 against OVC teams. So, but however, San Francisco is a really San Francisco is a really good team, man. It's one of the teams, like I said earlier when we were talking about St. Mary's, that I followed in the same conference with Gonzaga. Did they beat Gonzaga once this year? I can't remember. You remember? I know they played them tough, but I can't remember if they won. I know you bet on both those games.
Who?
San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. So they played them. They beat them in the first half. The first matchup. But then they ended up losing by like 10, by double digits. And in the second game, it wasn't even close.
Right. And Murray State ran through their conference, so it's just hard to gauge this game. But my personal play, I took San Francisco. I'm not going to give a show play, but
you're not going to give the show play.
As a personal bet, my personal money, I took San Francisco on the money.
So I took San Francisco money line because they, in my opinion, they played a better schedule, better competition this year. Right. Murray State's on a hell of a streak right now. There's like 20 games or more. They are due a loss, and I'm wondering how they do.
I'm sorry.
How they do dealing with adversity if they're down by double digits early or late or during the mid.
I've seen them down because I watched them. Yeah, I watched them. I watched them during. Well, I ain't gonna say I watched them, but I've kept up with them on my phone. You know what I'm saying? But I've never watched them. You know what I'm saying? Because I've took them a couple times this season. So I've seen them down. I've seen them struggle and then take off in the second half. But like I said, they don't play nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the issue right there.
Well, I'm on San Francisco on the money line, folks. We're gonna ride like when boy Loud Pack say, we riding with the 420 boys.
Yeah. I'm going to San Francisco this summer.
It's expensive. So just to kind of do a recap for the remaining games for today, we're starting off with a game that starts less than 10 minutes. UConn first half -3.5 for Marley. He likes St. Mary's money line, Creighton money line, and Arkansas minus the 4.5. Are any of those your locks for today? Do you have any locks for today? Nope. Because you would have said something.
I think about it. Yep. If I gotta think about it, it's not a lot.
Exactly. So as for myself, I'm right there with Marley. I like UConn for the first half -3.5, but I do like Indiana on money line, Creighton on the money line, Arkansas -4.5, and San Francisco on the money line. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. Pubapalooza. Hey. So those are our official plays for today. Open mic. You see anything on NBA? I seen somebody. It's
only one game. That's the only game. The Magic and the Pistons. And
what do you think about this one?
Working with that shit. I'm pretty high on Kentucky, but 18. Man, I've been staying away from them big ass spreads. It's too much action to be like fucking.
You think first half? Can they cover first half?
What's that like?
I seen St. Pete. They probably put it at not like 10.
I haven't seen St. Peter. I don't know shit about him.
I think I caught him. I don't know why I didn't want to say St. Peter Rabbits or some shit is their name.
That's what's up, Oz B. I appreciate that, man. He said he rocked with us guys.
I appreciate it, man. Let's see. So they got it at 10.5. And then you got Kansas and TSU. I ain't gonna lie.
I like 21, that Kansas TSU.
I like Kansas. I mean, I like TSU on a lean plus 12.5 for the first half. You know,
I'd rather take the 21. Oh, no. I'll take that back. Yeah, that might not be. I mean, I don't know, man. Kansas gonna destroy them game, dog. I think that's gonna be tougher than people think.
What game?
This game right here, Akron and UCLA.
I like UCLA first half.
Yeah, because you think they finna go on their run like they went on last year.
I
I don't see that.
I do.
Because I gotta go look at the bracket again. I can't remember what bracket they in and who they got to match up
Iowa
with.
messed up a lot of people's brackets.
I told you Iowa. Well, see, I had them losing next round of Providence, but I told you I didn't believe in Iowa.
Marley with the I told you so.
I don't know how, but my bracket, I like St. Mary too, honestly. I don't know how, but in my bracket, I got Tennessee winning it all.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Hey, Longwood was sticking with them for a little bit, and then they took off. I'm about to lock in on this Kentucky, man. I need to turn. I done deposited 3 times today. This is my 3rd. I need to turn.
That's never good.
But I'm pissed because I my 2 bets this morning. Okay, I took Michigan money line. Then I rolling if that on fucking. I rolling if that on Providence first half. Boom, that put me at 450. Right. I see. For some reason I see Baylor in the live bet. I seen. But on my other parlay, I took Baylor first half, so I was occupied to where had I made that Baylor play right now, I would have been at like 8 something. I would have been at 840.
This is what I did this morning. Memphis money line, North Carolina -3.5, Michigan money line. Then I did a parlay 4-teamer. Providence money line, North Carolina money line, Memphis money line, Colorado State first half. Get all that shit.
Yeah. Well, we got some games we got to cover tomorrow.
Then I got pending shit. You want to do that right now? Or are we doing it? Just the early games. Or we can do a short in the morning for the early games.
Do the shorts.
And then come same thing.
So for the morning game, so check this out, y'all, because we kind of mess up on our schedule for this week.
I can say what I like right now. I can't go in depth, but I can say what I like.
So tomorrow for the early games, just be posted on our social media of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We will post our plays and we will do our shorts tonight.
Loyola Chicago upsets Ohio. Yep, in the morning, 11:15, first game. Upsets Ohio State. I'm on it.
Man, I think CJ Liddell gonna come out with it. I like Ohio State. I do like Loyola, but I think CJ Liddell gonna come with it. I think Ohio State gonna wake up.
I don't. Arkansas is the one I'm debating.
Why? Hey, Oz, you want to call in and tell us why?
Look, tell me why, but don't tell me nothing. No sports analysts, like not because the sports analyst said so.
Anybody want to come in and tell us why they like what play, man? I'm about to drop the link.
I haven't watched Vermont play, so I'll be honest.
Feel free. Just don't come in here showing no titties and no ass, none of that, man.
A bunch of weirdos out there. That's crazy.
You got to screen out Colin. So, hey, you wanna come in and talk that talk with us, man? There's the link right now.
Look, the early games I'm looking at, nothing official. I'm looking at Alabama -4. That's the 3:15 game. I think I like USC money line over Miami. Staying away from Villanova, Delaware. Staying away from Yale, Purdue. Staying away from Tech, Montana. Staying away from Jacksonville State and Auburn. And then Loyola, Chicago money line. Oh, well, it's Pick'em, I think.
For some reason, I think Jacksonville State first half is a good play against Auburn.
I do too, Doug. I do too. That's why I'm staying away from that. I think that 15.5.
I got Texas Tech coming out of they bracket, to be honest, for the Final Four.
Who did I have in that bracket? I think I had Tech coming in the Final Four.
It's a lot of big spreads tomorrow.
I want to look at my bracket real quick. Who did I have in the Final Four? I had my Final Four. Yeah, I had Tech. I had Tech, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Kansas. That was my Final Four.
That Miami, is that it? USC versus Miami, is that?
Yeah, that's interesting. Game? Yeah, that's interesting. I'm at work, but I'm hesitant, not saying it doesn't hit.
Alabama, Notre Dame.
What? Okay,
I like
was
that
B said he
VTech.
at work. I pulled in UConn first half. Y'all rock with that UConn first half.
So look, we go do our shorts all the way up to the 4:30 p.m. game, Eastern game between Texas Tech and Virginia. By
I don't
then
know if
we
I'm gonna
should
make
be on
that. Hold on, my bad.
because by then the next game on our time is going to be 5:50, kind of like today. How
Yeah,
today was.
Right.
So we'll be able to cover the rest.
Ooh, I like that Virginia Tech
Yeah,
money line
I do
upset
too.
over Texas.
I do
love
too.
that. I love that. So look, my for show plays that I'm making plays on without capping the game yet, but I'm gonna make plays on these games. Virginia Tech, Alabama -4. I'm not sure about this USC Miami. I think I like USC, but I'm not sure about that one. Skipping over,
Man, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough one.
that's tough. So I might skip that one. I'm not sure. Delaware, Villanova skipping. Yale, Purdue skipping. Montana State, Texas Tech skipping. Might look at Tech first half. Jacksonville State, Auburn skipping, and then I'm starting my morning off with Loyola, Chicago money line. Might take first half money line. I'm not sure. Think about your Loyola though; they're not catching nobody off guard this year, but they still a good team.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, shit, the game's about to tip off. I got to lock in, man, because I got all my money on it. So, hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We will see y'all tomorrow. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. We got all our info in the link or in the description box. So there it is. Marley, want to lead us on that prayer? We can get on to the get on.
For sure, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Like the coach said, y'all like, comment, and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I am Marley Bets. That is the coach. And this is Brothas N Bets, like we try to do every day, all day. And that is Let's Beat Vegas. And we out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey,